Hello and welcome to a new episode of Minecraft Evolution. I have something to show you, and that is this little pond I made after finishing last episode. And it wasn't actually as easy as nowadays because these water source blocks at the side don't produce a source block when they flow to the middle. So I had to first put in the lower layer with water, or no, I had to put in first the upper layer. Yeah, that was the strange thing. I had to put in the upper layer, and then I could dig out the lower layer and fill that with water. But I think it resulted in a quite nice pond. Now the sugarcane grows heavily. I actually wanted to have it a little bit at different heights. Maybe I don't have any string on me, but maybe we can try that at some point. And yeah, I put also the pathway over, or let it further on up to here now. And here is our first exhibit of the Minecraft Museum. Number 1, water slide by Etho, functional, alpha 1.2.4, and later also I think it's also will also be usable in the beta version, but we will see that soon. Something else I want to announce is I have now a public Discord server, so you are free to join if you want to just come talk. We are chatting quite a bit. Already a few people over there, and yeah, you won't miss any video anymore I will bring out, and also I post spoilers from time to time of stuff I work on, and you can give me feedback directly in there. It's really the best way, to be honest. I am active on Twitter, but yeah, it's not as easy, I think, to communicate via Twitter, and the Discord server is really an easy way to give feedback and for me to react to this feedback. And yeah, so link is down in the description. If you want to, just click on it and you will direct it over there and can talk to me and the other people, of course. As you can see in the top left corner, we are now in version 1.2.6 of the alpha days. That is a version skip. We skipped 1.2.5 because that was actually just a bug fix, so to say. There wasn't anything new introduced, but in 1.2.6 they introduced lava lakes and small water lakes on the surface that generated randomly. Not often, I believe. They are kinda rare, but they should generate. So yeah, that is something that we are used to nowadays, but they obviously had to program that into the game. And now it gets dark, and as you know, I am afraid of the dark in the alpha days because it really gets dark. That is absolutely darkness. Absolute darkness. So I will be getting underground now and dig a little bit more. and then I'll bring you back to tell you what we will actually do in this episode. And there we are again, sunshine, you beautiful thing, oh yeah. I forgot to mention in the last clip that you can find a complete changelog down in the description. I will put a link down there to the Minecraft wiki, basically. And the first thing I want to check out in this episode is, can we attract animals or even breed them with wheat? I don't know if there are carrots already. That's what we would need for the pigs. We would need seeds for the... what are they called? Chickens. But sheep should be attracted to wheat. So let's find a sheep and then we see if we can lure them. And there is one. Hey there, jumpy sheep. Do you like wheat? Come on. Hey, hello. Follow me, please? No. No, animals can't be bred. So you need to slay animals out in the wild to get food. Well, or in the case of sheep, to get wool. Or in the case of cows, to get leather. Or nothing at all. But now I got two. Well, we will see when this whole animal breeding stuff gets introduced into the game. For now, we will just slay pigs and cows and sheep while touring the world. And for another thing I want to do in this episode is to get grass underground, because the underground is really a bit sad looking, so gray and so woody, and I think a little bit of grass would make for a nice little detail or a nice feeling down underground. But you know, the thing is, in Alpha Days, we don't have enchanting. We can't get Silk Touch. So we have to find another way to get the grass underground. And luckily, thanks to Etho once again, I know how to do it. And that is, we have to build a staircase down to the level where we want it to grow the grass. And this staircase needs then to be filled with dirt, and that will then spread downwards, and we will get at some point a greenish, naturey underground. So I will be now digging, I think in that area, a nice staircase upwards, and then I'll bring you right back. The staircase is now in. We came out directly where I recorded the sound comparison underneath there actually, and this grass has now to spread over there up top and spread down here, and I started digging out now the middle part of this wood floor, so we can have the center of this kinda as a nice naturey grassy field, and around it we will have a wood border, and at once Okay, you can't put torches on a workbench because it always activates. Just FYI. Yeah, once the grass has spread all the way down here, we can maybe replace this here with glass and have that as another exhibit for the Minecraft museum. You might notice I don't actually build a building for the museum. I wanted to in the beginning, but I think this world itself is kind of the museum. So we will have many things in this world. I won't try to repair everything like farms that we build. I won't repair them. I will let them be as witnesses of time, so to say, to show people once there is a world download, maybe if you want something like this. So yeah, maybe we should write me down in the comments. Do you want a world download maybe at some point of this world? Would that be something you might imagine interesting? But yeah, if so, you might be able to then go around and see farms that worked in old days. Not really in alpha days, because I don't plan to build any farm, but this boat elevator, for example, would be something that would work in alpha days, but not in later versions. And you could just walk around and go to places and see, oh, here has Para built something like that, and there will be signs, and they will explain when I build it and what it resembles, and maybe also when it broke, if I remember. So yeah, that now has to spread. And I think while it does that, we should go explore and try to find these lakes and lava ponds they were talking about in the changelog. Oh, maybe later. Well, I bring you back for when I'm ready, and I am back in the day. Chicken, do you like seeds? No, chickens don't like seeds. We will now go exploring for the lakes, for the small lakes, and the lava ponds they introduced in this update. You might notice that from time to time the game gets a little choppy, so frame drops are occurring, and that is with my up-to-date computer. So yeah, the chunk loading or new chunk generation is a little bit on the buggy side or lagging side. Ooh, interesting. That is a deep hole. And is this? No, this is not. No, this is really not one of the small lakes they were talking about. Ooh, clay. Don't mind if I do. And wow, that is a lot of clay. It's also interesting that clay generates not only in swamps. Doesn't it generate only in swamps nowadays? I can't really remember right now. Maybe one of you can tell me down in the comment section. This world sure has a lot of water in it. That is crazy, so much water. I'm walking from one huge lake kind of thing and all these lakes are connected, and it's basically just a huge mess of water. This kinda looks like one of the ponds that generate nowadays, so it's fully surrounded by sand. And yeah, I had to travel quite far out to actually find one of these. And I think the one I built looks much better. Now, Lava Lake, on the other hand, I haven't found yet. Oh, there is another lake. Ah, yeah, that looks much better. This looks interesting. That looks like a rare biome, or not rare, but a different biome where the stone pushes through and dirt is really rare, and I mean it's just probably just a generation error, but I think it looks really interesting. I traveled now really a lot of blocks. We are at X430 and Z 1511, so I must have traveled something around 1,000 blocks maybe. I might have to check the home coordinates because I don't know them. But it feels like I was on my way for a long time already. I found a lot of these small ponds, but actually no small lava lakes at all. They are rare. They weren't kidding. They are rare. And why was there a scary sound? Seriously, game, you can't scare me like that. That is scary. I guess the sun is getting to my brain. Should get on my way home now. Maybe the grass has spread already into our cave. Finally back at our base, and I'm taking a bath because that walk was exhausting. Nearly walked 3,000 blocks or something like that. Well, not exactly 3,000, but we are here at around Z200, so we walked quite a lot. And apparently this area wasn't loaded while we were walking away, so spawn chunks aren't a thing in alpha? Otherwise this should have been grown, right? Well, I guess I have to AFK here for a while before this grass has spread downwards, and that is too much time for this episode. Actually, I am at the finish line for this time. I thank you very much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating, and as always, leave something down in the comment section, some feedback if you want to, or maybe you thought of something we should definitely build in this series, and yeah, just put it down there or put it into the Discord. Link is in the description, as I mentioned. So I hope to see you in the next episode, and until then I wish you a super great time and say bye bye.